Hey guys, what's up? It's Destiny and this is my YouTube channel, Destination Productions, and I'm really excited because today I'm filming my very first Arrow video, and I haven't told you guys yet, but Arrow was the reason I actually started my YouTube channel, so I'm just glad that the season 3 is about to start, and I'm so excited to be doing my first video. So today I'm just doing a season 2 recap just for anything that you may have forgotten over the break. I know it's been a while, and then I'm going to upload 2 other Arrow videos after this one before season 3 actually starts on October the 7th. Okay, with all that being said, let's just get into the actual video. So I'm going to break this down simply for you guys. I'm going to tell you about each of the 3 story arcs, like the main 3 groups that I chose. So the Slade Wilson story arc, the Suicide Squad story arc, and then the League of Assassins story arc. And then I'm going to explain to you guys how they intertwine and how they it was an overall season story. Okay, so first of all, we have Slade Wilson. Okay, so at the beginning of the season, Slade Wilson starts out as, Oliver's friend from the island, which we got to see in season 1. Okay, so Oliver eventually had to make a choice between letting Sarah die or letting Shadow die. Ivo just put a gun to Sarah's head, and Oliver begged Ivo not to kill Sarah, and then Ivo took that as he's choosing Sarah over Shadow, so he turned the gun the other direction and shot Shadow in the head. When Slade came back, he was furious, seeing as he was in love with her, so he asked Oliver and Sarah what happened, and Sarah lied and said that Ivo killed Shadow without any reasoning and then just left. Now later on during the flashback story, we figure out that Ivo tells Slade the truth about what happened that day when he's about to die. So he's on his deathbed and he's just like, you know what, I aimed the gun, but Oliver pulled the trigger. I gave him a choice between Shadow and Sarah, and he chose Shadow, so she's dead now. So basically, after that, Slade just promised Oliver that he would, basically tear his whole world apart. And so, they find a Mirakuru antidote, and Oliver has the choice either to cure Slade using the Mirakuru or kill him, and he opts to kill Slade. And what this ultimately does is it doesn't work, and Oliver leaves thinking that Slade is now dead, but he's actually still alive, and he returns to Starling City later on, years later, and he's been plotting his revenge all this time. And basically in the season, we don't really see much of him until that mid-season to the mid-season to finale episodes. But what he did was basically he used Cyrus Gold, which is Solomon Grundy's real name, and then Brother Blood, which is Sebastian Blood, as basically his pawns. That's who he used for the duration of the period. So it was just more of a surprise when we actually got to see Slade. Moving right along, we have our second group, which is the Suicide Squad, and in the Suicide story arc, I'm going to involve everybody in the Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller, in that Diggle and Lila storyline. Okay, so first off, we don't really learn that much that is detrimental to the overall story arc. So the most important thing about the Suicide Squad is basically this whole season, Diggle has hated Deadshot because he shot and killed his brother. So he went all this time thinking that Deadshot had killed his brother on accident, but Deadshot actually admitted to Diggle that the target was his brother John. And that was just something that was really interesting to me, because I thought, of course, since this is what Diggle's saying, that that Deadshot accidentally shot his brother, then it must be true. But then you have this whole thing, Deadshot never misses. So I thought that was like really like a turning point in not only the two of them's relationship, but just like an entire story. So now instead of going after Deadshot, he has a new person to go after, or in this case, a group. All that Deadshot was able to tell Diggle about who paid him was that it was by Hive, which is the supervillain organization, if you guys didn't know. We also get a brief Harley Quinn cameo in this Suicide Squad story arc, but that was just like a 5-second thing. Diggle and Lila were arguing, and then Harley bangs on the jail walls. She's actually in the Argus prison right now with the rest of the Suicide Squad. So she's banging on the she bangs on like the prison bars, and she's just like, do you two cuties need some help? I'm a certified therapist. And of course that's just a nod in the direction of Harley Quinn. It's even been confirmed that that was her. So anyways, we have that we also learn in this Suicide Squad, they did like a little flashbacks every so often about Diggle's like past, and we learn that he used to be married to Lila, and then we also see how they met, and then like at the very end, like in that finale in the last couple episodes, we learn that Lila is actually pregnant with Diggle's baby, which of course Amanda Waller blurts out in the heat of the moment. So the last group we have is the League of Assassins, which I'm including Sarah, Nessa, and everybody in that group. So the first reason that Sarah was even in Starling City to begin with is because she wanted to come check on her family after the earthquake that Malcolm Merlyn and Moira Queen caused in the first season. After seeing that Laurel and Quentin were okay, she decided to stick around, just making sure everything was going to continue to be all fine and dandy for them. And then basically after Oliver found out why she came back and everything, they eventually started dating. And then after a little bit after that, Nessa Al Ghul, which is Ra's al Ghul's daughter, one of his daughters. And if you guys didn't know, Ra's al Ghul is actually the big bad of the season 3. Anyways, Nessa comes to Starling City to get Sarah to come back to the island with her, because she wasn't supposed to leave in the first place, and she just left and never came back. So she had to track her down. And Nessa and Sarah had a bit of history. They used to like be together a couple of years ago, I guess. I'm not exactly sure when, but they used to be together. And then after this, Sarah refused to come back. She's like, I can't do this. My sister could be in trouble, as my dad can be too. Okay, you guys, that's it for this video. It's already really long. It's over 8 minutes already, and I'm done with about half of the video. So what I'm going to do is break this up into 2 parts. So part 1 and part 2, they should be both uploaded on the same day. So after this one, check back in maybe about an hour or so after this video is posted, and there should be the second part. So I'm going to just like end it right here, but please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and please leave me a comment down below stating your favorite story arc so far. Either the Suicide Squad, the League of Assassins, or the Slade Oliver story arc. Also, you can follow me on social media. I have a Twitter and an Instagram, both of those in the description box down below, along with the link to my main channel and the last 2 Gotham videos I made, which was my review on Gotham episode 2 and a bonus video for Gotham episode 2. I'll see you guys with another video in about an hour or 2. See you then. Bye.